Hey yo, what is going on everybody? It's your boy X coming at y'all with a brand new video, and in this video we are going to be covering collector level and what you guys can do to go ahead and move your way up that the quickest and get yourself that Galaxy Level Damian Lillard, or maybe you're even working up to that Dark Matter Jason Tatum. So if you guys are excited, make sure you guys smash the like button down below, as well as comment currently ways where you guys are on your collector level. You guys can see right now, if I correctly find my way to it, we are at 1,048 cards myself, so about halfway to that Opal Lillard, but I haven't really been trying to go ahead and do it, so you can kind of see how this can go and shake about to pretty quickly move your way up there. So without further ado, let's get into it. So with the collector level, I think honestly this year, apart from most years, it's probably the most underwhelmed I've been with a lot of the collector level rewards. For collect 30 cards, obviously you unlock the auction house, then we get the team creation, which is cool at 75. Nice little reward. Still don't know why it's locked behind collecting cards, but you know what? It is what it is. And collecting 500 cards gets you 35 tokens, really cool. But then we have this massive jump up to 2,000, where you get the Opal Lillard, and then another massive jump up to 4,000, where you get Jason Tatum. Personally, I feel like we should have had some smaller increments here. You know, instead of 75 to like 500, give me like a 100, then 250, then 500, then 1,000, then 2,000, then 4,000 if you want to jump like that. But, you know, that's besides the point. But the first off, we need to talk about what actually count as cards, because there are a few things that are misconstrued. Obviously, all of these, you know, actual cards, like the player cards, stuff like that, do count towards it. All the reward cards and stuff count. The logos, they go towards your collector level. The agendas, they go towards your collector level. And all of the ball cards also will be going towards your collector level, even if you earn some of the ones like the pink diamond, the amethyst, or even the sapphire ball. All of these still count towards your collector level. All of the historic uniforms, no matter what team they are, also will be going towards your collector level. But there are things like shoes, which used to count towards your collector level in previous 2Ks, but they no longer do that. All of these shoes that you have are just kind of there in your collection. I could sell all of these cards, shoe cards basically, and none of them would affect my current collector level on there. So beware of that, and just know that no matter what, shoes kind of just are a thing to add to your players, and that's really about it. Now in the miscellaneous section, coaches, they do count towards your collector level. I went through and sold all of mine because of a coach auction house, you know, agenda challenge, but definitely count towards yours, as well as the historic arenas. All will be counting towards your collector level. Same with the playbooks, the logos, and stuff like that. Other things that don't are the injury cards. Definitely do not count towards your collector level. They just don't really do anything for you. Contracts as well do not count towards your collector level, as well as badges do not count towards your collector level. So collecting a bunch of badges, trying to get every single one, that will not help you. And same thing with contracts, trying to get, you know, the diamond, gold, silver, and bronze will not be affecting your collect level whatsoever. Same with the injury cards. Those things do not count. So the first thing that's really easy to do to crank out and get yourself started, if you're a very new beginner person in my team, is go ahead and finish out a lot of these domination ones, because there is 33 games in each one of these. They kind of just go based off of all 30 teams in the NBA, and then 3 final ones usually are Western Conference, Eastern Conference, and then just everybody together. And each of the normal ones will be giving you a few packs for some cards. You can see right here we have a Spurs court, a Spurs logo, and an Evolution player. Each of these will be counting towards our collector level, so that's 3 cards per 30 games, which will be giving you obviously 90 cards just from completing the normal domination. On top of all the tokens that you'll be getting and the Nick Van Exel, you can get a bunch of cards out of the normal domination, which is going to be awesome. Same thing goes for the historic domination. Same general layout where we have 30, you know, general teams, which is all good. This one we get a association uniform and a icon uniform. 2, again, cards adding to your collector level, and 2 cards times 30 teams is going to be 60 cards added towards your collector level, plus 1,000 MT per. That's pretty solid. Again, you also get a bunch of tokens that will be adding towards your token market, you know, journey throughout to get you some more cards, and you'll be getting a Diamond Rolando Blackman. Then for all-time domination, you will only be getting 1 card per game you play, so a little bit less lucrative, I would say, but that's still 33 cards, which is cool. 31 if you add the pink diamond George Mikan into there, which is awesome. And then for the heat check domination, the newly added one, this one you can get a statement uniform, a Bucks player pack, and a heat check player pack for finishing all 30 games. And if you're not like me, and actually go ahead and finish it out. Again, that is basically 3 more new cards that you get per game, which is going to be 90 new cards on top of the 1 Antoine Jameson that you'll get at the end of it, and all the tokens that you get to, again, help you on your journey throughout all of this. So Domination, if you are purely looking at it from a card collection standpoint, is super solid because we have 90 in here, 60 in here, 30 in here, and another 90 in here. So totaling probably about 180, 4 cards or so. And then on top of that, all the tokens that you get. It's a good place to get your journey started out on a lot of these cards, and they'll always be there, which is awesome. And you'll still be working towards all of these collections here, which is going to be nice on some previous cards that were no longer active. Another way that I really like to slowly increase my collector level is coming in to, the franchise section, because we have the home jerseys, the away jerseys, the arenas, and the playbooks, as well as logos and ball cards all in here. And you can come down, minimum buyout about $250, and then just go to whatever you see the cheapest for. Usually I like to start around like $350, $300, kind of a good general mark. And then you can also put on this enabled feature, which will, if you read it, it says exclude user owned cards. So this will just show you everything that you don't currently own for the price that is up on the auction house. So you can see how many cards I can just pick up right now for 250 MT that I don't currently own, which is awesome. Now, one thing I recommend you guys doing, because it can be a little bit confusing, and I multiple times have picked up the same card, is pick up a few. Like, go pick up San Antonio's, then Sacramento, and then Miami, then go through, add them to your collection, and then come back and continue to pick up the cards, because you don't want to be buying dupes and have to quick sell them and losing some MT. That's not our goal here. So that's a nice little thing that you can do as well to pick up some of the easier cards to get in the game. Other things that will get you some nice quick cards are the spotlight challenges that are out at the current point in time. These challenges will give you 1 card each, so not the most lucrative when it comes to cards, but they are cards that are limited time available. So finishing out each one will get you 5 total amethyst cards, as you can see, and then you can lock in for an end of diamond like we've done with most of the other cards from all of these spotlight rewards. I can show you here. We got 5 here. We lock in. We get a Diamond Bill Russell. 5 here. Lock in. Diamond Rafer Alston. And the one, I guess, caveat to this one was locking in this one, getting a Diamond Vlade Divac. But he went into another challenge with some more cards for some more things. But generally, it's lock in 5 cards, get a mystery player, which is usually a diamond, and continue on, which is cool, and it's actually pretty nice. Also, moving up through your collector level, nice way to get some cards and pick up some easy ones, but it's not the best way. Obviously, those are just some ways to pick up a few cards here and there to slowly move up your collector level. Also, checking out all these locker codes, again, that are popping out, like a free Kareem Abdul-Jabbar just to do one of the challenges. That's nice, pick those up. But the main way that I personally like to move up my collector level, at least initially, and what you guys are seeing right here with a lot of these cards that I'm picking up now, including this Garrett Temple for 600 MT for a silver, really nice. But on days that card packs are dropping, which is usually Tuesdays and Fridays, you can see this one just dropped today, and the idols dropped on Friday, we'll be resetting then, is coming into the auction house. And this is actually a pretty nice method, even to pick up some cards that maybe you want to stack up for moments challenges and eventually sell. But what I like to do is come in here with a maximum buyout of like a maximum bid of like 100k, a minimum buyout about 500, and maximum buyout of about 700, and we have nothing on here. If you want to just purely move up your collector level, you can enable this feature, and it'll show you all of the cards that you do not currently own that are here on the auction house for super cheap. And because this is a time when everybody's opening up packs right now, you can see cards are flying out onto the auction house, and seriously, it's a nice time to pick them all up, because look at all these new cards that I do have. But what I like to do is obviously just pick up, the emeralds, the sapphires, and things like that that are a little bit more rare, we'll say, and are going to have some potential moments challenges. That's why you've seen me pick up a Schroeder, or the PJ Dozier was actually purely on accident. Brandon Ingram, DeMarcus Cousins, Garrett Temple was just because he was a cheap silver, and Bradley Beal. But you can see a lot of cards are going to be popping up on this general filter that you can then go ahead and pick up. And as time goes on, if you've gone a few minutes and you no longer see anything popping up at 750, you can move that up to 800, then up to 900, up to 1,000, until eventually you're starting to see more consistent cards that you do want to end up picking up, which is pretty nice. Like Nickeil Alexander, we bid on the wrong auction, thank the Lord. But Nickeil Alexander-Walker would be a great one. Whenever you see silvers, try your best to pick these up because these are usually the most expensive cards that are going to be pretty hard to get your hands on. So, you know, doing that sort of stuff is definitely going to help you out moving up there. Also, if you've ended up pulling some packs and you're somebody like that, because pulling packs is definitely the best way to move up your collector level, let's be honest. But if you're a no money spent person and you have opened up some free packs and you're doing some free things and you have some extra cards, another way to turn the leftover cards into more cards is to come into the exchange and throw in a bunch of cards here and eventually get yourself one. I've slowly been throwing some into Paul Westphal just because he was the card that I liked the most at the time, but other ones that are pretty nice are Dan Issel and cards like that, which are pretty nice and pretty cool to eventually move up your collector level. And again, like I said, in the token market, this is a great way to also slowly increase your collector level because you can see we have 13 here, 15 here, another 13, 17, 10, and 5. So as you gain tokens from, you know, domination or things like that, coming into here and spending your tokens on some of these token market cards, especially at least early up to like Amethyst, is a pretty good way to slowly increase your collector level because eventually once you get enough of them, as I showed you guys earlier, you can actually end up getting some ball reward cards, which will also give you some more cards for getting cards, which is awesome. So hopefully this video did help you guys out. Collector level is one of those things that just kind of slowly happens. It's not something that you can really super quickly just crank through, because the best way I found to even get some of these cards like the heat check ones is literally just coming into here, each individual card, scrolling through, making sure I can find one, and even 1800, pretty decent snipe for a Terry Rozier, and doing that with every single card, because eventually as you make your rounds through, you can find some pretty nice, pretty cheap options that'll help you guys out, because this is the best way I found to just get heat check cards. And it takes a while to individually go through each and every single card like this, just scrolling through, waiting to find a snipe. It takes a while, it takes a lot of time, but if you have the patience, it's a great way to do it, to make sure that you're maximizing your effort and not just constantly sitting on snipe filters doing the same thing over and over again. So hopefully this video did help you guys out, and if it did, make sure you guys smash the like button down below. Hopefully you guys can slowly move up your collector level, get that Galaxy Opal Damian Lillard, and eventually the Dark Matter Jason Tatum. Personally, if I think collector level is worth it, probably not. Damian Lillard is already a card that I would say is pretty equal to somebody like Dwayne Wade, who I already have, so it's not really jumping at me. And Jason Tatum is probably going to be an amazing card, but towards the end of the year, we're probably going to have more that are just as good, if not better than him. So personally, I don't think moving up collector level is that great because we have less rewards. But if you want to do it, you like Lillard or you like Tatum, it could definitely be a nice thing. Make sure you guys subscribe if you guys are new. We are in there with 10K subscribers, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see y'all in the next video.